A huge thank you to Jeff Holmes for bringing you today's video via Patreon. Kinnan versus Nicol Bolas. Sylvan Tutor into a Dork maybe. We will keep. Just tutor up a Birds of Paradise here. Probably cast the Bloom Tender next turn. Our opponent has a turn 1 Mana Crypt into a Dimir Signet. And then manages to cast a Ponder as well. So in that case, do we go for the Boseiju? Probably got another land available to them, don't they? So let's stick to the plan of the Bloom Tender here. Junji the Midnight Sky into play for the Grixis player. And we draw into a Prismatic Vista, so yeah, we'll go for Yavimaya Coast, get out the Kinnan here. That means that the Bloom Tender taps for 3 mana now. Let's get down. We can throw out the Birds of Paradise. And then we'll just pretend to hold up Counter Magic for the Bloom Tender. They might hold off on casting their commander if they think we're going to counter. Do get bolted again by the Mana Crypt. Playing out a Rakdos Signet. So even if we've blown up the Mana Crypt, they wouldn't have struggled on getting this stuff down really. And they do play their Nicol Bolas the Ravager, so we'll have to discard a Prismatic Vista. Swinging in at us for 5, not going to bother blocking with the Birds of Paradise. Okay, a Sylvan Caryatid. So let's play out the Training Grounds. That will make our Kinnan cost 2 less to activate. Still only going to be able to do it once, unfortunately. So Kinnan on the stack, see what we reveal here. Just into more mana, a Biomancer's Familiar makes it cost even less. I don't think they're going to go for a board wipe, so we'll play out the Biomancer's Familiar. And it now costs only 3 to activate, so we can play the Boseiju in untapped, tap down the Birds of Paradise for 2 mana, and then activate the Kinnan once again. If the board state stays as it is now, we'll be able to activate it a hell of a lot next turn. Alright, managed to get into a coma. Excellent. So we're challenging them to have some spot removal at this point, and it won't be Kinnan it should be going on to. Do get a Coma's Coil into place, so it'll be exile or bounce that they need on the Coma. Bunch of mana being floated from our opponent, and that takes them into Nicol Bolas Planeswalker. They can gain control of a target creature. So that means that they can take the Coma, and that's exactly what they go for. Don't think there's anything we can do about that really. If they pass priority to us, we could have tapped the Planeswalker down and kept them from activating it this turn. But they get priority as soon as the Planeswalker enters and correctly put this on the stack, so yeah, nothing we can really do here. Just have to allow it. We'll have to activate the Kinnan a bunch of times so that the Coma can't keep it from being activated. Just swinging in with the Nicol Bolas. So with Coma on the stack, let's activate Kinnan a few times, revealing to us only a Leafkin Druid, which does have Summoning Sickness. Activate the Kinnan again. Alright, a Quirion Elves and a Llanowar Elves. We'll play the Quirion Elves. Obviously named blue with that, so it taps for green or a blue. Activate it again. And we get into Nezahal Primal Tide, which should be good against a Grixis player. Problem is this can minus down again, gain control of another creature. Gonna really struggle against that Coma. Okay, an Intruder Alarm could wriggle us out of this. Coma does trigger on each upkeep, so another Coma's Coil enters play. Gaining control of the Kinnan itself. And then it's another Nicol Bolas, God Pharaoh. We do draw a card to the Nezahal. That is Elvish Archdruid. Missing Elixir of Immortality or a Lightning Greaves or something. We have to exile 2 cards from our hand here, unfortunately, so it'll have to be Sylvan Caryatid and Elvish Archdruid. Just have to hope that we manage to get into a creature for the Intruder Alarm. So Kenzan, Crucible of Defiance, will make a couple of spirits, swinging in with both their dragons for 9 damage. Okay, that is a Seedborn Muse for us, so can we go for both that and Intruder Alarm? Certainly can, so play the Intruder Alarm. They've got no cards in hand. I think we're just hoping that we get into a Cyclonic Rift or something here. Coma making it so we can't activate the abilities of Nezahal, that's fine. Tapping it down as well. Play out the Seedborn Muse. That will untap all of our creatures. Untaps all of theirs as well, which is noteworthy. But we're both in top deck mode now, and our opponent looks as though he's going to win this one. Coma's Coil entering is going to trigger the Intruder Alarm every turn, so no one's ever going to have tapped creatures. Minusing down the God Pharaoh gets rid of the Nezahal. And then They go for destroying a permanent with Nicol Bolas Planeswalker, gets rid of the intruder alarm, pretty useless without our Kinnan anyway. Did manage to distract them for another turn though. Future sight from our opponent, they've got into some pretty damn good top decks this game. A Cruel Reality on top, just 1 mana shy with this I think. Not swinging in at all curiously, and yeah, we just get into a land anyway. Yeah, we're not going to win this one, our opponent's getting way better top decks than we are, so we'll play it out and see what they can do next turn. A Demonic Tutor on top, should be able to finish us off with that surely. Should just be able to tutor for a Cyclonic Rift and swing in for the victory. They play out a Swiftfoot Boots. Blown up our training grounds by the way. Okay, having to throw away our Birds of Paradise here. But they have swung in with the Kinnan, so we'll get that back. As it stands now, we're taking 15, so I think we'll just do that. Our commander goes back into the command zone. And you would think they'd be able to go for Demonic Tutor into an X burn spell or Torment of Hailfire, something like that. And they do cast Demonic Tutor, Grim Monolith on top, but that's about to get shuffled. Dark Slick Shores on top now. Another Nicol Bolas. Has all the loyalties of all their other Planeswalkers. So they could go for the minus with this one, that is 7 damage to a target opponent. That finishes us off. That was a cool game from a Nicol Bolas deck. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. I'm tribalkai. Thank you for watching.